I have several words. Firstly, more people dislike SBMM based on this poll. Secondly, I hate SBMM based on the fact that I've played like 10 matches of Crucible this season due to it ruining my favorite playlist. Thirdly, I'm gonna rant about this really shitty system that ruins every game it touches like an electronic form of AIDS. Now, why specifically do I dislike SBMM? I think it's probably because it has never benefited me at any point in my life. Storytime. When I was a kid, I used to play Halo Reach on my dad's account. Being the top 200 SWAT god that he was, I obviously got my ass handed to me because of his insane MMR, or matchmaking rating. Then, when Destiny 1 came out, I got to experience shitty matches all over again because all my friends were better than me. All that pain must have paid off at some point though, because by Destiny 2 Forsaken, I finally learned how to take massive fucking L's because of how strict the skill-based matchmaking and competitive was. I, being the socially awkward idiot that I am, didn't have a team, so I got to experience the full force of getting skill-based shit on. Shitty connections were the least of my problems when shit like Mountaintop, Not Forgotten, and Revoker existed. Now that you know why I hate skill-based matchmaking, I think there's another point I want to touch on. Destiny as a PvP game in its current state cannot ever be balanced because there are simply too many tools in the sandbox. Every time you nerf an outlier, another problem will show up. For example, Bungie nerfs shotties and fusions are busted, Bungie nerfs SMGs and Last Word becomes overly oppressive, Bungie nerfs special ammo and Forerunner is suddenly the best special weapon on the block. Does this mean that Bungie shouldn't at least try to balance outliers? No, but what it does mean is that there will always be a set loadout that is more effective than anything else in the game. This has been evident since Destiny 1, so I'm kinda over trying to deny it at this point. Anytime Bungie tries to matchmake based on anything other than connection, they end up implementing loadout-based matchmaking instead. Think about Trials. The moment you left the non-flawless pool last season, you entered Lord of Wolves Omnioculus-based matchmaking. This season, when you enter the Control playlist, you enter Pulse Rifle Stack-based matchmaking. It isn't fun in Trials, and it's just as unfun in Sixes. The problem is, there's always a loser in this situation, because new lights actually benefit from all the toxic shit being boiled into one place instead of spread out evenly over the entire matchmaking pool. So if we go back to connection-based, they go back to getting dumpstered. Thus, the question then becomes, who gets to have fun? Is it the people who play the game every day and derive a large portion of their enjoyment from the Crucible, or is it the person who's going to play for 1 hour every week because they see the words Pinnacle gear over the Control playlist and load in to get their shit stomped if there's no SBMM because they aren't as skilled or as prepared as everyone else? The go-to solution for AAA studios for years has been to prioritize the new players because they're the most profitable, just as the go-to solution for higher skilled players is to try our best to exploit that system so we don't have to suffer as much. God, I really hate SBMM, but it's pretty evident at this point that it's just going to keep destroying everything I love, so for now this video will serve as my dissertation until I decide to write a 3-hour video essay on why SBMM is bad for society or some shit. Dislike this video if you despise it, unsub if you hate my guts, I'm out.